When you begin a new campaign, do you bid high and slim down or bid low and build up? Man, that's a great question. I almost want to do a whole podcast episode about that because I just thought it was such a good question. I've never had it asked to me. So we're talking about Amazon pay-per-click, right? Your advertising account, setting up a new campaign. And if you're doing what I've been teaching lately, you're setting your daily budget to $100 per day because you want to show Amazon, I'm here to spend money, show my listing to people. Like I'm ready to pay you, Amazon, if you'll give me the results. So you set your daily budget to $100 a day. Now you don't want to spend $100 a day as a brand new seller with a brand new listing because you don't want to lose $3,000 in a month with no sales, right? If you're not converting. So do you start your bids high and wake up tomorrow and be like, oh snap, spent $100 yesterday and I did not get a sale. So then you lower them. Or do you start low and wake up tomorrow and say, I got 0 impressions and I wasted a day? Great question, right? Like, which method do you think is best? In fact, this will be fun. Which method by vote in the chat box do you think is better? Would you rather, you can just drop it in the chat. You can drop it to me. You can drop it to everyone if you're feeling it, but drop for me in the chat. Which do you think is better? So when starting a new campaign, $100 daily budget, start with low bids and then slowly raise it. You might lose time. You might waste days or weeks with low results as you slowly raise your bids. So you run the risk of starting slow, or you start high, get a crap ton of data super fast, and then just kind of cut back until you find that sweet spot. I'm curious to see your guys' thoughts in the chat box here. Hit me up in the chat. Which of those two strategies do you think is better? And then I'm going to share my opinion. We got one response in so far. Higher bid is an investment in data? Question mark. A good way to look at it. Any other thoughts? Start high, low, and then go lower as needed. So I've kind of got two people on the high bid train. Interesting. Anyone else? Any other thoughts there? Start low. We got to start low bid and then raise from there. This is really interesting. I'm curious to see like how split people are on this decision. We'll definitely check them out. Here's my opinion on this. 2 things to consider. 1, your budget, your cash flow, your capital, how much money you have available to spend. 2, how long have you been selling on Amazon? If I was brand new, one product, one SKU, I'm just launching, I'm just creating my first few campaigns, I'm ready to start a new campaign, brand new, I'm starting low. I'm putting my budget at $100 a day, starting my bids low. Heck, I don't care if it's 25 cents. I'm starting it low. I'm waking up tomorrow and I'm checking it every single day and seeing, wake up, did I get impressions? No impressions, raise. If I got no impressions, I'll probably make a little bit more drastic raise. I'll go from like 20 cents to 40 cents. Wake up again tomorrow. I got some impressions. I got 2 clicks. Then I might make another big-ish jump, 40 cents to 50, 55. Starting to get impressions, starting to get some clicks. Still haven't gotten a sale. Then I'll, go slower from there. But again, if I'm brand new, I have never sold on Amazon. This is new to me, starting low. Reason being, you don't know how to run ads. You can watch all the videos in the world about how to set up your campaigns and think that you know how to set it up. And hopefully I've been providing some resources that you set them up correctly. But this is still new to you. Like every product behaves differently, every account, every category, different ads just perform differently. It's about testing. If you're starting new, it's better just to, again, you guys know me. What is my motto? Managing risk. I say it all the time. It's managing your budget, managing how much money you have, minimizing risk. And so I would start low to minimize the risk of waking up and wasting $100 and not knowing what you're doing with ads. You don't know how to optimize. You don't know what you're doing. So starting too high too soon, you could really burn a ton of money and not really know what you're looking at and what you're doing. So I do agree. It is an investment in data. Like you will gather data faster. You'll wake up, be like, holy cow, I got a ton of impressions, all these clicks. Like, what is all that? I'm going to go look at my search term report. Like you're going to gather data faster, but you're inexperienced in advertising and in optimizing and all that. And it's a relatively new product, new brand. So you don't really have a lot of history to go off of to know what you should do from there. Also, if you have a lower budget, like even if you had a super high budget, and you're inexperienced, I would still say start with a lower bid just for inexperience, even if you had a huge budget. But if you have a low budget, you really don't have a choice. Like you got to start low. You can't afford to wake up tomorrow to lose $100. Like if you have a low budget, you just can't. So you got to start low if your budget is lower. Now there are instances when you're launching a new campaign that you would bid high from the get-go. We are to the point where I launch a new campaign, I bid high, and then come down from there. Why? We are established. We have an established brand presence. We have established product. We understand the product. We understand the market. We understand our customers. We understand selling on Amazon. We know how to optimize ads. Like we have experience, right? So experience is valuable. So, and we have cash flow. That helps too. So having cash flow, you can afford to, like, for example, I'm launching a new product in about 6 weeks-ish, hopefully, cross our fingers. I'm probably going to set up about 19 campaigns for the maybe like 15 campaigns for the product at $100 a day for each campaign. So potentially $1,500 a day in ads from day one, because we have the cash flow to do that. A lot of people won't have that cash flow. So since we can do that, we have the experience. We've run so many campaigns for so long. We know it works. We know it doesn't work. We know kind of how to set things up. Then we can afford to start high and bring it back, right? Because we want to launch fast. We want to be aggressive. We want to go for it. We can take more risks because we have that cash, we have that experience, we have that foundation. So if you're new, start with a low bid, raise it up from there so you don't wake up to a huge bill. If you're experienced, you've been selling, you've run ads, and you're launching a new campaign, I say start on the high side and bring it back from there. Again, assuming you've got some budget, you've got some cash flow to be able to do that. It's just going to help you grow your business even faster and faster. So yeah, interesting takes there. I don't think there's, like, obviously there's not like a super hardcore right or wrong answer there. It's more just like, what do you think is best for you? Kind of what's your strategy depending on your situation?